Officials at Burton Academy announced on Friday, March 16th, that the school has received a donation of $20 million to begin implementing the first of what is described as a multi-phased master plan that aims to construct a new 21st century classroom building, overhaul the parking area behind the seminary building into a courtyard green space, construction of a classroom facility at the Hildene Meadows Dean Farm, along with other projects to upgrade existing facilities throughout the school. The financial gift was made by Barry and Wendy Rowland, part-time residents of Londonderry, who have already made substantial donations to the school. Headmaster Mark Tashjian explains.
Thinking about the future of this school has really intensified in the last 12 months as we've seen the school grow and as we become more and more versed on brain-based educational principles. We've started to think about what the future of education is going to look like. Last summer, we went through a master planning process and came up with some key components for phase one. And phase one is what's going to encompass the Rowland project. So I'd say it's been in the works for a year at least. We're always thinking about the future, but it's really come into focus, I'd say, in the last 6 months. The centerpiece of the Rowland project is going to be a classroom building. And if you look out onto the parking area, where the buses are and where those trees are, that's where we're envisioning the first 21st century classroom building to be built. And I say the first, it's not just the first at Burton Academy, it's the first classroom building of this type in Vermont. It has to be built with the future in mind. So unlike every other one of our buildings, and in fact, unlike just about every school building you've ever seen, which looks like a bunch of classrooms all stacked up on top of each other, this building needs to have a different look, and it has a different flexibility of use. We're envisioning grand open spaces where students can collaborate in pods. We're envisioning lecture hall spaces where people can get together and get information. We're envisioning smaller spaces, for personalized use, learning. What does it actually look like? I'm waving my arms around. It all needs to be designed. I know it's there. We know the location. And we also know, as part of this, we're going to clear out all these cars and restore this area back to where it was historically, which was an open field or courtyard that I think green space that will be beautiful and will provide this campus with a real unifying element. So on nice days, people can be out here all the time with the backdrop of the mountains.
The gift follows an earlier $10 million donation made in 2007 by the Rowlands, which at the time was the largest single donation ever received by a secondary school in Vermont, along with a $25 million foundation to enhance secondary school education throughout the state. Their gifts have funded the existing Rowland Center building, improvements to the E.H. Henry Gymnasium, as well as the Student Success Program, which supports students aspiring to be the first in their family to attend college. For the GNET TV News Project, I'm Andrew McKeever.